Welcome to episode 25 of the Unemployed Journeyman with FC Tokyo here in the J League. And in today's episode, we have a Champions League double header where hopefully we confirm our place in the round of 16. Welcome to the video and let's get straight into it. The last time you was with us was for the League Cup final against Shonan that we won by 3-0, 2 penalties from Mao Hosoya and a goal from Kai Morimoto, and then a 2-1 win away from home in the Champions League against Port. Again, we really got away with. Our form has been a bit worrying since then. We then played Yokohama, who were third in the league. And as you can see from the team, with Nozawa in goal, Nakano, Saito, Capellini, Kikuchi, Watai, Kawasaki, Watanabe, Yamamura, Prisbarek and Ichinagi, we did have a pretty much fully rotated side. We lost 3-2. We went 1-0 up through Yota Saito on 5 minutes, but then 1-1, 2-1 down before coming back to 2-2, and then they won it with a 87th minute winner from Chikara Inui. And yeah, we weren't great in this game, to be quite honest. They were better than us. You look at the statistics. Yes, we had more possession and more passes completed, but the shots on goal, the shots on target, the XG all favoured Yokohama, so can't complain really about losing. We then had like a 3-week break. Yeah, it was a 3-week break between that game and the Kashiwa game, and I decided to go full strength for the Kashiwa game because obviously not playing for 3 weeks, fitness levels started to drop, so I wanted to get back to match sharpness. And again, we weren't particularly good. Nozawa with a 6.2 was especially poor in this game. It was a 3-3 draw against Kashiwa, so at least we did get a point. And we went 2-0 down, and then Prisbarek with a Krastev assist, Krastev with a Prisbarek assist, and then Mao Hosoya scoring. I mean, you pretty much know how he scores his goals from the penalty spot. He did have a goal disallowed earlier on, but then in the 92nd minute, Kashiwa robbed us of all 3 points by getting an equaliser. I say robbed us. I mean, shots on target, but we did have a much better XG, and we did dominate possession. Maybe we deserved to win it. Maybe a draw was a fair result. Either way, a defeat and a draw in the 2 games since you last saw me. So today we have Ulsan in the Champions League. This is a massive game because they are second in the group. If you have a look at our group and have a look at Group G in particular, when we find it, there it is. We are 3 points ahead of them with a much better goal difference. The league sorting rules, I think, is goal difference. Let me just have a quick check. League sort of results between teams. Okay, so we won the first game 2-1. So it is very important for us that we don't lose this game. We'll take a draw. We're at home, so I want to win. We did beat them at their ground. And then in the final game of today's episode, we will play April 25 of North Korea, a part-time team, if I remember correctly. Yeah, semi-professionals, so they're part-timers. We are away from home in that game, but we beat them 7-0 at our ground, so we should have no problems beating them. Then again, we beat Port 5-0 at our ground and really struggled to a 2-1 win away from home. The game against Fukuoka, I'll play that off camera and just show you the stats as to what happened, basically. But let's get into the first game of the episode. It's against Ulsan. This is the big game. This is the one that will define, or most likely define, whether or not we qualify as group winners or not. If we don't qualify as group winners, we should qualify as the best second, or one of the 3 best second place teams. So we have Nozawa in goal, Kikuchi at left back, Morimoto right back, Nakamura and Seko in the centre of defence, Rui Perez and Watanabe in the centre of midfield. Lizuka is injured. Prisbarek and Saito out wide with Krastev in behind Hosoya. I'm just wondering, yeah, so Lizuka's injured. We need to take him out. Where's Matsunaga? Matsunaga's here. Why am I not playing him? Let's get him over there. So we've got him on there. In terms of yellow cards, Nakamura, Perez and Prisbarek, and Matsunaga, if they pick up a yellow card in this game, they will miss the game against April 25. And looking at yellow cards on a subs bench, Kenta Kikuchi is also 1 yellow card away from a suspension. So if Matsunaga picks up a yellow, I really don't want to be bringing Kikuchi on. Right, let's get into the game. And hopefully this is going to be a straightforward win for us. But like I say, our form has not, as you can see there, 2 wins from 5, 2 defeats from 5 as well. We've not been overly convincing, even when we play our first choice team. But we have a highlight pretty early, or straight away in the 3rd minute. Krastev took the free kick. He gets the ball back now. Plays it through for Prisbaric. Oh, he's at the post. Sato picks up the loose ball. Can he do anything with it? Brings it back for Morimoto. Krastev. Oh, and he just sees it out of play. Oh, that was so close to an opening goal early doors as well. It is interesting to see how these teams travel. Because like I say, Port and April 25, we absolutely demolished them at home. Ulsan are a much better team. And I think already we're seeing that Ulsan can pose a threat on the attack. If they win here, it will come down to results between the two sides, as we saw earlier on. So a 2-1 win for Ulsan, I think it would then take it to goal difference. Right, they have a corner. They whip the ball into the box and it's just over the bar. I don't think Nazawa was getting to that if it was on target, I have to say. They've not had any shots on target. We have had 2. Matsunaga now has a throw in on the left-hand side. Prisbaric gives it to Hosoi, hooks it over towards Sato, but Morimoto picks up the loose ball, puts it towards Rui Perez, and it's a goal from Rui Perez. His 8th goal of the season. Because he's not taking penalties this season, he's not got anywhere near the goals that he had last season. I mean, can you imagine if he had the 12 penalties and say he scored 10 of them and he'd be on like 18 goals this season? He'd be one of their top scorers. Right, they have another corner. They're getting quite a few corners. And Morimoto's done well to win the ball back there and can launch a counter-attack. We need to get players up a bit quicker. Gives it to Sato. Sato to Rui Perez. He finds Sato again. And Sato almost found Krastev. Or found Krastev. With his header in towards the centre of the box. They have a goal kick. They go long. Can we win it? Yes, we can. Morimoto has it again. Goes back to Seko. Here's Morimoto. Finds Sato. Sato is through. Oh, what a beauty of a goal. How do you lob a keeper from that close up? A fine goal from SC Tokyo. A fine goal from Sota Sato. We need to make the most of seeing him because he's not going to be around after the end of this season. He's only got one more game on camera with us, and that'll be in the next Champions League, in the next game of this episode. We're 2-0 up. We've been comfortable, I have to say. They've not had a shot on target. We've had 5. It's been a pretty comfortable first half, really. They've looked dangerous from set pieces, from their corners, but we've dealt with them. Here's Sato again now. Cuts inside, gives it to Prisbaric. He can't keep it under control and just gives it straight back to them. But we win it back. Rui Perez now to Sato. He loses it. That's poor when we keep losing it like that. Need to do better at Arsenal next season, son. Oh, and they've scored. There's me saying they're not looking dangerous. They scored within the first minute, 47 seconds of the second half, and Ulsan are back in the game. That was some sloppy football from us, we have to admit that. And now they're coming forward again. Nakamura deals with it. It's with Rui Perez to Matsunaga. He goes for a crossfield ball towards Sato, but it's cut out. Nakamura picks up the loose ball. Gives it to Watanabe in the centre. Let's see if he can do something with it. Finds Morimoto to Sato. Can he get across into the box? He can, and it's a goal from Krastev. 15 goals this season from Filip Krastev. We've re-established that 2-goal cushion. It's 3-1. Right, they have a free kick. That Bojanic for them seems to be the man that takes all their set pieces. And it's with him again now. They spray it out wide to the left. They're looking dangerous here. Oh, they've hit the post. They've hit the post and Sato takes it under control to bring the ball away. What can he do with this? Sato into Watanabe. Prisbaric. He's going to give it to Matsunaga on the left, and the highlight just randomly cut. I mean, why could you cut that highlight out sooner? Did you need to last that long? Right, let's get some substitutions under our belt. We are struggling actually with central midfielders because we've got Kawasaki suspended and Lazuka injured. We have got a Nui here, so I think we can bring him on. Doesn't really matter where he plays, so I think we'll leave him there. And I think Hosoya can come off for Ishinagi. Prisbaric, we still need to be a bit careful with him, so he can come off for Kazuki. We'll make 3 changes in one right there. 20 minutes of the game remaining. 3-1 we lead. Olsen has scored with their only shot on target. I mean, as it stands at the moment, we're 5 wins from 5 games and maximum points. Right, here's the next highlight. Here's Anui. Finds Matsunaga. Back to Anui. To Watanabe. Kazuki. Oh, it's just over the bar. Right, let's make our final couple of substitutions. Morimoto needs to come off. He's looking very tired. And Nakano can come on for him. And I think Capolini can come on for Nakamura because, again, he's looking very, very tired. We have only had 3 days between games. It is at the end of the season when the players are getting very tired. I'm making excuses, I know, but Kai Morimoto with 2 assists. Pires, Sato and Krastev with the goals in a 3-1 win at home against Ulsan. That was probably the most comfortable game you've seen on camera for the Champions League. And there's the table. We are top. We are through. We have qualified for the round of 16. Like I say, I'm going to play the game against Fukuoka, our last league game of the season, off camera. And I'll meet you back here for the away game against April 25 of North Korea. Right, here we go for the final group game of the Champions League. We have already qualified. 15 points, 5 wins from 5. Ulsan are currently second. We play April 25 day. Ulsan are playing Port. So it's going to be between them to fight it out for second place, basically, and hope that second place might be enough. In the meantime, in terms of the schedule, we played Fukuoka off camera, a 7-2 win against Fukuoka. It was an incredible game. Masa Watai got us off to a great start in the first minute. Then Ichinagi from a Kawasaki assist on 29. Then Ichinagi from an Anui assist on 45. Anui got a goal himself from a Kazuki assist on 50. Then they pulled a couple of goals back, made it 4-2. But then Pires, Kazuki and Kawasaki making it 7-2. As you can see by the stats, in terms of shots on target, we absolutely did dominate. They did have a better XG than us, though, which seems mad considering we scored 7 goals. And possession-wise, they had the better of that. Plus, they bettered us on pass completion. So you could say that they were actually the better team, but we came away with the win. 7-2. I mean, it don't really matter. The J-League is already wrapped up anyway. We have finished with 38 games played, 30 wins, 4 draws, which were away from home against Kashiwa, at home against Kobe, and away against Osaka and the Urawa Reds. 4 defeats this season, 2 away from home against Shonan and Kawasaki, 2 at home against Yokohama and Kyoto. Right, let's move into the actual game today. It is against April 25. We are away from home, but considering we beat them 7-0 in the first leg, I am absolutely anticipating a pretty simple game here today. We are going, I didn't actually talk you through the team, did I? But we are going pretty much for, I mean, look at that. They've lost 5 of their last 5 games, bless them. I imagine that's probably just the Champions League games they're talking about. But yeah, here we are with our team. Have a look at it yourself. You can see who they are. Watanabe is in because Lazuka is injured. Other than that, it's exactly what you'd expect a full-strength team to look like. We're playing with a very strange coloured ball. It's like a grey or black ball. I presume all this white stuff on the pitch is where it's previously snowed. I mean, I'll be honest, I didn't know it snowed in North Korea or in Asia in general, to be honest. I guess it does. Oh, obviously, it must do if they've got snow on the pitch. But, right, this is a bit of a weird highlight. It's pinging about between them and between us. We've got the ball over Prisbrick in their box. So the line's been painted a wonderful shade of blue. And Sato has scored what could be his last ever goal for us. That's provided it's given as well, not disallowed. It is given. So that could well be his last ever goal. We're 1-0 up in only the second minute of the game. This could be a bit of a goal fest, I've got to say. I'll actually be disappointed if we concede against this lot. There you go, Krastev wins it back. Hasoya is through. Hasoya scores his 32nd goal of the season. Krastev with yet another assist. We'll have a look at all the goals and assists and all that sort of stuff in tomorrow's end of season review / transfer special. And yeah, 2 goals in the first 2 minutes of the game, 1 minute and 2 minutes. I think it's safe to say this is going to be a fairly easy game against the part-timers. Here's Watanabe to Seko, to Rui Perez, gives it to Sato. I mean, I say it could be Sato's last goal. Might not be. He could end up getting a hat-trick today. Not sure what that was from, I think, Morimoto. But anyway, 10th minute, they have a highlight. Ball into the box. We clear our lines. Seko gives it to Sato. He finds Prisbrick, who finds Hasoya. That was a lovely pass. Prisbrick picks up a loose ball after a tackle and it's just gone wide. I do like blue lines on the pitch. It makes a change from the usual white ones, doesn't it? Right, here's Sato to Prisbrick. Back to Sato. But he runs out of space and the goalkeeper claims it quite nicely. Be interesting to know what they're... Because is this the stadium where they can have 114,000 capacity? I mean, it's obviously nowhere near full. Be lucky if they've got 20,000 in there, I'd imagine. But what do you expect? It just seems mad. You've got a part-time team that plays in a stadium that has 114,000 capacity. Here's Prisbrick, and Prisbrick in off the post. And Matsunaga assist. It's 3-0. And yeah, this is just a very, very easy game. Yeah, 19,666. I mean, to be fair, for a part-time team, that's pretty good going. You know, you compare that to our non-league level, you couldn't imagine Wildston having 19,666 people going to see them play, could you? You'd be lucky if you get to 666, let's be honest. But yeah, they've not had a shot at goal or on target. This game could take a long time because there's likely to be an awful lot of highlights. And here's Nakamura now to Rui Perez. Can't find Prisbrick. They do intercept it and they can build an attack, but we win it back. Nakamura gives it to Prisbrick. He finds Krastev, and it's Krastev's 16th goal of the season. 4-0. I mean, we're building up a goal difference here, aren't we? It'd be interesting to see how many goals we've scored in this competition compared to some of the Saudi Arabian clubs, because from what I've seen, they're all top in their groups. So if we can avoid a Saudi Arabian team in the round of 16, then we would stand a good chance, I think, of getting to the quarterfinals like the board wants us to. I mean, we're playing some nice stuff, but I think it's just because of how poor they are. Morimoto gets a cross in and Prisbrick gets his 11th goal of the season. His first season with us, of course, replacing Jaja Silva. And Prisbrick, he's had a few injuries, but when he's been match sharp and playing a few games, he is a very good player. Here's Watanabe to Sato, to Morimoto. Gives it back to Sato, back to Morimoto, into the box, and Krastev again. I mean, Hasoya could do with getting on the end of some of these. He really could. Krastev with his 17th goal of the season. I mean, we're 6-0 up and we've played 25 minutes. I'm starting to feel sorry for them. I'm starting to feel like I need to tell them to calm down a little bit and just take it easy on them. Here's Krastev to Sato, to Prisbrick, to Krastev. And there's another goal. 18 goals. I mean, who wants to fill their boots? That's what this pretty much comes down to. Do you know what? I think I might just come back to you when the game's finished and just show you the final score. Right, here we are towards the closing stages of the game. It's 8-0 and this has just been too simple. It really has. It kind of makes a bit of a mockery of the Champions League group stage, really, when games are this easy. We beat them, 7-0 in the first game at our ground. We're now 8-0 up against them in this game. Ishinagi's got a goal. It's been ruled out for offside, I believe. Well, it's certainly being considered. It did kind of look offside. It has been disallowed. So Ishinagi won't get his goal. But yeah, it was 8-0 at half time. And Krastev's got 4 of them. I made 2 substitutions at half time. I took Krastev off, bring on Masaki Watai, and brought Hasoya off to bring on Ishinagi. Then further substitutions, Kazuki came on, Kawasaki came on, and Nakano came on around the 68th, 70th minute, something like that. And yeah, very comfortable. 8-0 win. We comfortably top the group with a goal difference of 24. Port have qualified ahead of Ulsan. That is huge because Ulsan have been second all the way, but Port have beaten them too with a 3-0 win. It must be results between the two sides, I'd imagine, and Port could potentially get a place in the round of 16. But yeah, we are through. Now, as for the Champions League, that the group phase is obviously finished. The draw for hang on, next round 7th of February, Tokyo versus Daegu. Okay, so the draw's obviously already been done. I've no idea. You literally see me finish the game. Who are Daegu? They're a professional 3-star reputation team in South Korea. So they have the same reputation as what we do. Can we actually see how they got on in the Champions League? So they had Shenhua, Melbourne City and Shandong in their group. And randomly they've got... Oh, that was a playoff. Okay. So they've had Melbourne, Shandong and Birium United, whoever they are. Birium United of Thailand. And they are a professional side. Just want to get a gauge really of the type of teams they've played against. They're professional, similar to the other ones basically. And I'm assuming then that Shandong must be... They're of China. They must be a semi... No, they're professional. So they've not had any semi-professional teams in their group. So they could be quite a test. So there you go. 7th of February, that will be part of the new season. If we look at our own schedule to see how that compares, we start our league season on the 20th of... Okay, so we're going to be playing Daegu before our season even starts. That could be problematic. We need to get a few good pre-season games in to build up our fitness, and then we'll be playing Daegu around here, and that will be, I'm guessing that's going to have to be Thursday's episode. So yeah, tomorrow will be obviously the transfer special end of season review, and then Thursday will probably be Champions League again. Right, well there you go, there it is. Good episode. 15 goals in them 2 games. 11 goals on camera, only 1 conceded. I'll see you tomorrow for the transfer special. Please join me for it because we've got a lot of players leaving. We need to bring a lot of players in and work out what we're going to do with players in our dev centre. So thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you. Bye-bye.